Congratulations, you just got your first big bike. Unfortunately for you, the real expense comes in after buying the big bike. So in today's episode, I'm actually going to walk you through what I have installed on my Africa Twin, what are some of the necessary upgrades you need, and what are some of the optional things that you probably don't need, to be honest. Now, even if you don't have money for anything else after purchasing the bike, the number one thing you should get is the crash bars. What are the crash bars for? Well, to protect your bike from being screwed if you drop it. So that's the most important thing. So, where to get the crash bars from? Well, number one, check with the dealership that you bought from. Most of them, they have their own contacts. They might be able to get a cheaper price for you. Or if you're at a shitty dealership, they might overcharge you for it. So best to do your own research. The next thing you can actually get is Luopu crash bar bags. So this is from China. Luopu is actually a huge brand in China, by the way. It's like the lone rider of China, I think. Anyway, the only downside about this crash bar bag is that it's pretty small, so you can't really fit a lot of things, but I've managed to squeeze my rain jacket and rain pants into it, so that's good enough. Anyway, the good thing about this is actually inflatable. So, in case you drop your bike, right, this crash bar bag will protect your crash bar. It's like crash bar inception. Crash bar to protect your bike, and then the crash bar bag to protect your crash bar. Who knows? But I mean, extra protection never hurts. Now, the next set of items actually worth getting is the set of Luopu mirrors. So same brand as the crash bar bags. At least for the Africa Twin, this mirror is much bigger than the stock. As well as there is some kind of blue tint. So during the daytime, it doesn't really glare. I love it. Also, the frame is made out of some kind of metal, very sturdy metal. I forgot what material it is, but it doesn't vibrate at all. Not even when I'm going 180 on the highway. Also, the best thing, if you're going off-roading, you can actually fold it in instead of needing to screw it out. The second thing you need to actually get is your navigation system. Even if you know Singapore roads very well, we are spending most of the time going to Malaysia, crossing borders to Thailand as well, so best to have your navigation system. Now, my navigation system is from Kokima. I bought the whole package. So as you can see, it actually comes with camera as well, both for the front and back. Hold on, there you go. As well as tire pressure monitor. So it's not 100% accurate, but it gives you a good guide on what's going on with your tires. And then, of course, you have your CarPlay or Android Auto, depending on what phone you are using. It works well with both Android and Apple phones. Very touch sensitive as well. I love this system. Has never really let me down before. Now, let's talk about storage. So, other than the crash bar bags, I also have a tank bag. I think many people ask, why do you need a tank bag? The fact is that you don't need a tank bag, right? However, for me, I'm a daily rider. I ride every day for all my appointments, all my work-related stuff. So having a tank bag is really just convenience, I guess. Every time I hop off the bike, I bring this home. And then when I'm ready to leave for work again, my handphone, my keys, perfume, anything else that I need goes into this bag, and then I can just carry this bag down to my bike. I'm a super lazy person. I love convenience, so this is very convenient for me. Many people ask whether this tank bag comes with a security feature. It does, but you have to buy it separately, which I think is kind of odd, and you gotta drill this hole yourself and basically put this pin in. So what the pin does, right, now you can't actually pull this thing out, which is how you take out a tank bag usually. When it comes to storage, of course, you have to talk about the top box. Mine's a very simple 45-litre top box. Enough to put a full face helmet and other knickknacks. Lastly, when we talk about storage, of course, we have to talk about panniers. So for mine, I got it from Taobao. The brand, funnily enough, is called GSADV, but nothing to do with BMW GSADV. Now the good thing about this, it does work like a GSADV panniers, those original GSADV panniers. So you can basically open from both ends, which is really, really useful. In case you are parked against a wall, you have the option to open from either side. Now this is pretty big, not as big as your typical GSADV boxes, where I think it's 40 over liters. I can't remember how much is mine. I think the left side is 40 liters if I'm not wrong, and then the right side is 36. As you can tell, the right side, the one with the exhaust, that's actually a cutout. I actually prefer panniers that look that way. It looks a lot nicer. It doesn't really protrude out as much as the standard panniers. So do remember, the capacity is smaller here, still able to squeeze all your groceries. Next, of course, you have your cup or bottle holder. Do I really need to explain more about this? Just get it. Next is this Bigfoot extender, or I think there's other names for it, but I call it Bigfoot. So very important because the stock is very small, it's very tiny. If you are parked on muddy grounds or parked on a slope, it can potentially give you a lot of problems. With this Bigfoot, it gives you an extra bit of elevation. So not so difficult when I park on slope roads, if you get what I mean. Or for muddy roads, a bigger surface gives you better stability. Now, if you want to actually become a content creator with your motorbike, of course you have to have all your gear. Oh shit, bloody hell. Okay, never mind. Anyway, I'll wipe that later. Anyway, I got actually this clamp and a tripod. It's actually a double clamp. So it's pretty stable. However, I still have to put a Velcro around here, because this tripod always comes out of this clamp. So just make sure you put a Velcro right at this area here. So this thing can go actually pretty long. Hold on, there you go. I think I can even go higher than this if I need to, but it gets pretty unstable, so probably wouldn't recommend. The next thing I have is this mount right here. I actually put my Action 5 Pro there, and then it faces me. But if you want, you can actually turn it the other way around, and then your action camera can face the road. The last equipment that I have to capture more angles is actually at the back of my bike, attached to the top box plate. This can actually go pretty high up. One more thing you can consider changing is actually your seats. I'm not sure about the rest of the Africa Twin, but for my 2024 Africa Twin Adventure Sports model, the stock seat really sucks. So you can consider getting seats online. There are some premium branded ones, but it's very, very expensive. For me personally, I went to a shop in JB. He helped me to add some foam. I actually opted to have some color. He did it on the spot. The price very, very affordable. If you ask me, I think this is super good quality. Now my ass doesn't hurt anymore when I ride to KL. Some people might not like this thing here coming out this way. I don't really like it either, but you can actually tell the guy how you want your seat to be. For myself, right, I purposely did it this way so that my lower back, I can actually rest on this when I'm riding, so that my lower back doesn't hurt. I'm getting a bit old. If you like my content, please like and subscribe. Follow me on all my socials at 6 Gear Tavern. See you again next time.